Why? Why did you cheat on me?
The fat version of me is now a figment of the past, in that slob's place. I now stand with an admirable height and a nice figure, a super beautiful woman that's beyond the standards of normal society. I don't need you anymore. I've realized true love. Please, honey, take me back.
Sorry, demands of $45,000 in alimony will be coming your way.
Trouble busters!
Why? Why did you cheat on me? My name is Thomas. I'm 35 years old, and I've been suspicious of my wife for a long time. And I've barged into the scene of her affair, catching her red-handed.
As you can see, Thomas, the fat version of me is now a figment of the past. In that slob's place, I now stand with an admirable height and a nice figure. A super beautiful woman that's beyond the standards of normal society. There's honestly no reason for me to be with you. He makes twice as much as you do, Thomas. A worn-out, dilapidated carriage, or a beautiful one, which is more suitable for a princess. It's your fault for not trying harder to keep me interested in being with you, isn't it?
Think again, Riley. You weren't like this in the past.
Don't talk about the past. So you won't ever know unless someone tells me, huh? When a musician has more power than the agency that manages them, they'll go independent, won't they? That's what this whole thing means. I don't need you anymore.
Huh? So you've always been applying that logic to marriage?
That's right. Is that so bad? A good woman can only become a happy woman if she's loved by a good man. You and I are not a good match, not by a long shot. And yet you ought to be a man who is very grateful that he was able to be called my husband for just a few years. Fully grown man is freaking crying.
I would have been the happiest man in the world forever if you had just stayed as you were, Riley.
Thomas, I think it's better if we were not together.
What? Why? You're honest, cheerful, kind, considerate, and above all, you have many hobbies. I loved you for who you were, not for how you looked.
Don't talk like it's a pleasant memory, damn you. You didn't have as much money as you do now, and you most definitely had ulterior motives, like, it's okay if it was any woman. That's why you called out to me, right?
No, I fell in love with you from the bottom of my heart.
A man with a mediocre appearance and a darn near empty wallet is nothing more than social trash. I turned Riley into the most beautiful woman in the world, you say?
No, I told you so many times that you were attractive enough the way you were. But then you said you wanted to lose weight no matter what, so I told myself, well, damn, if that's the case, I'll work hard together with you.
Does your braggadocio have no damn bounds, Thomas? The hell do you mean I'll work hard together with you, eh? You didn't do anything. I lost weight and became beautiful through my own freaking efforts. I was careful about cooking, too. I'd studied a lot about low-calorie dishes to help with my diet. And even with the exercise, I did everything myself. That's why I'm here where I am now. That's why I am who I am now. Do you honestly think someone who has nothing to do with my present self can be my loving partner forever?
Why? Why is my support being so...
I'll pay you your goddamn alimony, but I'm done with you.
Riley, please reconsider.
Hell no, don't show yourself in front of me again. Let's go, Mitch, darling.
Cool. Please, don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. I cried nonstop for 3 whole days and nights. However, any amount of tears and regret won't bring back the past, when I was so happy to be with the woman I loved. The only thing I could do was to demand alimony for committing adultery, as the cause of the divorce was infidelity on the part of my wife. But even if I did accept the money, that goddamn bastard would get a beautiful woman to be with him. No matter how I looked at it, it was not worth it. Thus, I thought about how I could inflict the most damage on the 2 traitors, and a certain plan came to mind. A very interesting plan. It might take some time, but a man or a woman who cheats will have their own selfish desires take priority, and I'm sure things will go my way. I loved my wife purely, and I'll never forgive her for betraying me. Unforgivable! Trouble Busters, initiate! After that, I stubbornly refused to go through with a divorce and continued living with my lying, cheating wife. At first, she was worried about the changes in herself, but she eventually couldn't control herself, and Riley gradually became ever more inflated. Eventually, her lover rejected her completely.
I've realized true love. Please, honey, take me back.
Sorry, demands of $45,000 in alimony will be coming your way.
What? Why? You didn't divorce me because you just couldn't help but love me, right?
No. This was the whole purpose, you see. A splendid rebound to what you considered a figment of the past.
Please, don't say that. Please stop.
Unlike when you were in your 20s and you succeeded in losing weight, you're now 30. I genuinely think it's going to be very difficult to slim down back to the figure you so desired, you know.
This is terrible. You gave me so much to eat to make me gain weight again.
All I ever did was put what I wanted to eat on the table. Whether you ate or not was completely up to you. Not like I was force-feeding you or anything.
When I started to worry about getting fatter, maybe I've gained a little weight.
Oh, hush now. I don't see a difference. Girls are often so much more beautiful when they have a little more meat under their skin. All skin and bone is very unattractive.
That's what you told me. You lied to me.
No, come on now, be reasonable. I never lied. When I was still going out with you, Riley, you were just around that size, weren't you? I'm the type of guy who values inner qualities that a woman possesses, and I don't really fall in love with women because of their size or their looks. It's more about the soul than the body, and the body and how it appears to the world is nothing more than a container to carry that soul around, right?
Then accept my love once again.
Were you even listening to me? I said that it's the soul that counts, didn't I?
No way, my boyfriend hates me now because of how I freaking look, and I can't divorce you looking like this.
Ah ha 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 ha! So that's the motivation behind trying to get back together with me after all.
Shut up, I'll make sure to trim away those extra pounds, so just let me stay with you in this house. And I won't betray you this time, even if you are a middle-class, ordinary citizen of society. I promise I won't let that bother me. I'll allow myself to stay with you until the end of our days, okay? You agree, right? You agree, right?
Someone who's too easy on themselves will never be able to lose the weight you've put on, Riley.
I've done it once before, haven't I?
And even that could only be accomplished because of my frickin' support, wasn't it? Remember how you lost weight that one time? Who was it who sealed away and managed all the chocolate chip cookies, potato chips, and other snacks that were lying about in your room and everywhere else around the house? Me! Who was it who paid attention to dietary restrictions, cooking methods, and the food they provided? Me! Who was it who researched, planned, and arranged numerous training methods so that someone could execute them well and frequently to help with losing weight? Me. It was a pain, I admit, but it was all for you, Riley. I worked hard because I wanted to see you smile.
Listen, yes, I was the same at first. That's what I thought, but...
You know, you've been praising your husband for a while now, but is he really such a great man as you perceive him to be?
What?
I think he's forcing his own rules on you like that and tying you down to what he's imposing on you as a form of debt.
Could that be true? But Thomas did so much for me, that's for sure.
It was all to control you, Riley. Devising some plan like that didn't take too much effort, I'm sure.
Even if Thomas wasn't there to help you, you would have lost the weight, he said.
So goddamn gullible. How in the world did that come to be your ideology?
But there are definitely parts that hit the mark, isn't that true?
No, it isn't. If you really could control yourself as much as he claims you can, your body shape wouldn't have gone back to what it was in the first place. At that point, I can only say you're disproving your own line of logic, Riley.
Also, Mitch said this to me, too.
Shut up. Don't be so casual as to go about mentioning other men. Especially men you frickin' cheated on me with.
Running away, are you? Not on my watch, bucko. You're really bad at promoting my success in losing weight.
No, is that really something you ought to be promoting? You always ate the food I made for you, without fail, didn't ya? I was the one who took the initiative in getting you into tracksuits and joining me on jogs and cycling trips. Do you seriously realize my contributions once you promote the fact that you lost weight once to add to your credibility?
But even so, Mitch told me it was a deceptive strategy to control me.
For the last time, don't frickin' bring up the name of the bastard you cheated on me with. You've been shouting his name over and over again in your arguments for a while now, as though it were your mantra or something. But damn, he's been making assumptions, has he? In the end, even if you said you wanted to divorce me, even if I refused to go through with it, he never did anything.
That's because he's busy too.
Oh, really? So he's willing to make you his second priority?
No, I assured him it was what I wanted.
Oh, really? So that's why he never once told me to divorce you, nor did he ever go to persuade your parents into letting their daughter go with another man?
That would be...
Can't be helped because he's busy, you say. You really think he loved you at all, Riley?
If I lose weight again, he'll go back to being the same person again. But even I condemn people who judge people just by their appearance. That's why I decided to endure the shame and bow my head like this before you see?
You aren't enduring any shame at all. And more importantly, I don't see you bowing my head. Well, either way, I wouldn't have accepted your apology.
Huh?
Mitch, that guy you thought loved you so dearly, is gonna marry the president of the company he works for, you know.
Huh? What?
A few screams and yells won't change the reality, Riley. Just look at these photos. Crystal clear, are they not? He was planning to eventually dump you at the right time and go off happily ever after with his true sweetheart, you see. From what I've heard, you're a pretty easy woman to seduce and the perfect cougar to have fun with when it comes to a younger man experiencing things before making the big decision to commit himself to someone special. That's why he didn't mind me not granting you a divorce and keeping you here with me.
That can't be true.
It's all real, Riley. Well, that's probably it, ain't it? While her husband still has feelings for Riley, he could feed her and keep her alive, and in the meantime, I'm gonna play around with the president's daughter. As you gained more weight, he and the other girl went on more dates, you see.
At the time, he said he was busy with project and work or something.
A project is a project, but he most certainly meant a marriage project, see? No matter how you look at it, the four older folks here are their parents.
This is betrayal.
Of course you'd be betrayed. He knew full well you were already married to another guy, so he deceived you, gave you your fair share of happiness, and dumped you at a time he deemed to be right.
But he seemed like he really liked me and loved me.
Actions speak louder than words, Riley, especially from someone who plays around with women. Those were all heartless words, which made it all easier to say. People like that are the ones who don't care about other people's pain, and it's because they don't care that they can do something like this without any remorse.
So he abandoned me.
Now you understand. You did it to me once, and this time is simply a devil of a man doing it to you. That's all there is to it. If people who hurt others are hurt by other people, that's only something they had coming for them. And if you do it to someone, people are gonna do the same things to you. That's the inevitable logic of this world, for you do get what you deserve. That's why the bastard must have had second thoughts when he saw your body start to change. Eventually, he convinces himself it was all your fault and finally cut ties with you.
Fault?
Hmm?
Then it's all your goddamn fault.
Huh?
It's your fault for making me bloated.
For the last time, why does that become an option? The cheating and the rebound in weight are all the result of your choices. It was you and no one else. And also, you keep saying responsibility, responsibility so goddamn annoyingly, but you're the one who has to take responsibility.
What? At a time like this?
No, it's because it's now that you must take responsibility, sweetheart. We're getting divorced after all.
How can you be so cruel? You're going to divorce me now when I'm clearly in such a vulnerable state? Just how rotten have your guts become, eh?
Yes, nice job with the 180 tantrum. Like I said at the beginning, the alimony I'm gonna demand from you will be $45,000.
$45,000? Do you think I have that kind of money?
I don't care if you have it or not. I'm gonna have you pay it all, either in one lump sum or in installments. I don't care either way. No matter what the circumstances, I'll make damn sure you pay it all with your own hands.
But even if you tell me to work and save myself by doing what I'm told, 45 grand is so freaking much money.
That's how severe of a crime you committed, so it can't be helped. You're an adult, so you have to take responsibility for what you did. That's all there is to it.
In the first place, though, do you have any freaking evidence that proves Mitch and I were having an affair?
What if I say there is none?
No alimony, then. Since there's no evidence, there's no proof that I ever did anything wrong.
So there'd be no fact of the affair?
If you can't prove it, then the affair never existed. I don't know any affair that you're talking about, after all.
In the first place, the affair was discovered because I was the one who barged into the room where you guys were getting pretty frickin' comfortable, right?
Did you really? Are you sure it wasn't just your imagination?
What would happen if there was no evidence then?
Alimony unable to be demanded. Insufficient evidence renders case stone cold, I suppose.
Well then.
Why the hell do you...
After you and Mitch left that fateful day, I officially hired a detective.
So that's how this photo was taken.
And you better not say I hadn't thought this out enough. I showed you multiple photos of your sweetheart and the president's daughter walking hand in hand, a lovey-dovey, remember?
You sneaky little bastard!
Hold on, are you still energetic enough to hold me accountable here?
You let me go off with a man secretly recording me all the while and whatnot? Do you want to drag me down to my doom that completely?
I don't want to drag you down to your doom. I merely want to divorce you.
Why? You used to love me, didn't you?
I loved the woman you were before you went and cheated on me. You cheat, you lie, you completely disregard everything I've done for your sake, let alone thank me for it. There's no way I can go along in life with someone like that at my side.
I'll make up for it. I'll stay by your side. Please, let me stay as your loving wife.
Stop! I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you. I'll give you a month. In the meantime, pack up your things and get out of my house. The lease on this apartment is up at the end of this month, so even if you hold out, you'll probably get kicked out anyway.
Please, reconsider everything. If you abandon me too, Thomas, darling, I won't be able to survive.
It's okay. As long as you can get enough water every day, you have that accumulated meat to help you survive through the times ahead. On the contrary, consider this a good opportunity to lose weight again.
I don't like that idea. I want to be with you, Thomas. I want to be with you.
What are you, a woman who easily swatted me away when I begged you to reconsider everything, saying now?
Please, I'll do anything except a divorce. Please reconsider the divorce. I'd rather die than be separated from you.
Of course I have no intention of granting such a wish from such a lying bitch. But she is still the woman I once loved. Riley?
Yes?
I'll leave my belief to be 99% in her retribution, and the last 1% of me shall be praying for a miracle, for I shall throw a final critical test her way. I told her to lose 15 kilograms within the next month. I actually thought 10 kilograms would be fine, but I needed her to show me that she would be willing to do her best to the absolute limit. Even if that happens, getting back together is just a dream. I can't even imagine it.
I got it. I'll do it. I'll show you I can do it.
You know you don't have to try so hard, you know.
I'll try my hardest. Just let me try.
Well then, do it if you can, lady.
Thank you so much.
It'll only last 3 days. One who betrays people once will betray people again and again. This doesn't only apply to other people, it applies to me, to you, and to everyone you hold close to your heart, too.
Wow, just by looking at this for 5 seconds, I can tell this looked like a pain. So Thomas was doing all of this for such a long time, huh? No, enough of that. If it gets to this point, I'll just stop eating. That's it. I'll consume virtually 0 calories, and at that pace, losing all this weight shouldn't be a problem. Don't push yourself. Don't push yourself, Riley, honey. I haven't eaten anything for 2 days, so today should be fine, right? Might be dangerous to go too deep into fasting from the first day, so just for today. Excuse me. I'll have a hot dog and a large soda, please. Just for today. Shit, girl. I'm so hungry. I can't frickin' sleep. This is an emergency situation. Yes. Leftovers. Oh my gosh. So good. Noodles at night. I can feel my stomach absorb the nutrients. This is the best.
That was quick. Fallen to your inner needs in 4 mere days? That is a textbook example of a mind too easy on oneself, and one that also cheats on men in this particular case. Her month-long fast came to an abrupt end far sooner than I expected, and I could only sigh. She also knew that there was less food in the refrigerator, so she was looking for my reaction. But what do you want?
No, nothing. I'm going out to run.
I don't need you to tell me.
I guess you're right.
That Riley pigging out at every opportunity after interpreting my lack of reaction to anything in ways that suit her the most.
Wow, what is that? They have pastries in there that are rarely sold? I'll have 3 bear claws. I can't miss this chance. If I miss, I may never ever be able to eat this in my entire life. Delicious. I still have more than 3 weeks, so let's make a comeback from now on.
There's no way someone with such a naive mindset that's softer than the bear claws you just ate can lose weight in such a short amount of time. And after the promised month? Well, look at this. 7 kilograms gained! You have failed the challenge miserably, my dear Riley. As promised, we're getting divorced and I'll demand $45,000 in alimony for your affair.
Please, wait! Give me 1 more month and next time I'll be serious.
It's already so obvious that you weren't frickin' serious this past month, damn it.
Huh? You should have told me if you knew.
Why do I have to interfere with a diet challenge even though I didn't ask you to do it?
But there's so many temptations both inside and outside the house.
A typical example of someone who's weak to temptations and is easy on herself. And a typical example of someone who has an affair. Sorry, but there's no rebuilding our relationship. A lawyer will send you a certified letter of content or something soon. So sleep trembling to burn at least a few calories.
Please, even if I can't lose my appetite, I'll lose my appetite for other men.
I can't trust you at all. You said you were going to lose weight, but you ended up gaining 7 damn kilograms.
Yes.
You made excuses for yourself and ate everything you deemed acceptable, right? You couldn't stop binge eating.
Yes.
You never failed to bring your wallet with you when you were going for a run. You were fully prepared to buy food and drink and indulge yourself. You never wanted to lose weight.
I shall learn from my mistakes this time and...
There won't be a next time, damn it! Don't go about making up sequels to your epic saga on your own.
1 more month. If I could get 1 more month, I think I could achieve it.
I didn't make that promise, nor will I ever. There's no way I could promise something new at your convenience.
Please, have mercy.
Shut up! Enough stubbornness!
Please forgive me.
Of course I couldn't forgive her, and I thus demanded $45,000 from Riley as alimony for her adultery. She resisted with all her might, but she eventually had no choice but to give up in front of the photos of her affair that were taken so clearly, and she swallowed the conditions. Next up after the judgment of Riley is the bastard Mitchell. I threatened to snitch his affair to his fiancée and demanded $60,000 in alimony for cheating with my wife. This amount was twice the average amount in conventional alimony, but he had a lot to lose if his heinous deeds were discovered, so he had no choice but to agree to pay the amount I demanded. What a foolish man. Little did he know I wasn't the only one who held a grudge against him. Riley, who was abandoned by the man in question, exploded into his workplace and caused a commotion about her affair with him. Naturally, the president of the company heard about it, and the engagement with his daughter was called off, and he was sued for $20,000 in alimony for infidelity during his engagement. Then he was fired from his job, and as a thank you for losing everything he had thought he would have...
You promised not to tell my fiancé!
I kept my end of the bargain, Casanova. I never told a soul what you did.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! It's because of you fricking assholes that I've now lost fricking everything!
Oh, is that so? Sorry to bring this up during such a difficult moment for you, but about the 60 grand, shake a leg and pay up, will ya? Much appreciated. I have the official documentation that you agreed to on the deal, and if the payment's delayed, well, you know what'll happen.
You absolute demon! You monster!
This is all your own doing, you brain-dead mass of piss and shit. I mean, seriously, enough with the stupid false accusations. God damn. Meanwhile, I think I'll use the money I received to take a break from work for a bit and regain my mental strength. Get him! You got him! Let's go! Honestly, I feel like I truly ought to focus the hell up, comparable to when I choose a horse to bet on, regarding finding someone to spend the rest of my life with. Trouble busters.